AVtv is a product of the AV journalism class produced for the students of Amador Valley High School. The views expressed on the show do not represent the views of AVHS teachers, admin, or PUSD personnel.
Good morning, Dawn. Today is Thursday, March 24th, and I'm Jeanette.
And I'm Parth. Let's get right into some announcements.
Calling all seniors. Tickets for grad night and senior activities are on sale now. The ticket opens the door for all senior events, including senior ball, graduate yard signs, and much more.
Right now, tickets are $165 through the Future Fund web store. Make sure to get them soon. Prices go up to $185 on April 1st.
Also, cap and gown order prices are going up by $8 starting March 31st. And we've heard that 141 of you haven't ordered yet. You can only order using the form on Amador PTSA website at bit.ly/3UAVCR4.
Dons, I'm not sure if you know this, but our Mr. Amador program isn't all fun and games.
That's right. For the past 8 years, they've raised hundreds of thousands of dollars for the George Mark Children's House, a care center for terminally ill children in San Leandro.
If you'd like to donate to support the program, you can visit the Mr. Amador website at bit.ly/Mr. Amador Show.
Calling all artists. The Donversity Art Show will be held from April 19th to April 22nd. Here's a commercial with more information.
Donversity is coming up, and so's the art show. The show will run through the entire Donversity week from April 19th to April 22nd. All mediums are allowed and everyone is allowed to submit their work. Deadlines for submissions is Tuesday, April 12th, and the show will be held in the library. Submit your work at the link below. Next up, we are so excited to announce that this year's Donversity Rally will take place on Friday, April 22nd. The rally will feature up to 12 performances, each roughly around 2 minutes long, and will focus on showcasing the unique cultures of students at our school. We are inviting all Dons interested to sign up for a performance at the rally. If you are interested, please fill out bit.ly/DonversityRally22 by March 25th at the latest. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out by emailing avhsevents@gmail.com.
Now we have another segment.
Many people think of grocery shopping as an unwanted chore. The majority of people don't want to leave their home to go shopping for the groceries. But luckily, Lucky California is changing the game with the introduction of Starship robots delivering groceries to the local neighborhoods.
I like the idea of robot delivery for Lucky's. I feel like at 9 p.m., middle of the night, you just want milk or chips or something, you just order a robot to go get it for you and you don't have to get up out of your couch.
You would think it would be expensive, but it's only $1.99 to order a robot to your house. The robots can hold up to 20 pounds or 3 bags, and if you have more than 3 bags or 20 pounds, then they will send one robot for free to carry the extra bag. They're only on a 2-mile radius for now, so if your home is within 2 miles, they will deliver it to you. This has been Jacob, and I'll see you next time.
This summer, teachers like Mrs. Zwanich and Mrs. Clark are taking their students abroad for summer trips to Europe and Asia.
Whoa, really? That sounds so cool.
It sure is. We put together a short segment exploring what these summer trips are all about. Let's check this out.
Now that COVID has dialed down, Amador Valley teachers are offering an amazing opportunity for a select few students to travel abroad. They are giving them a chance to experience Italy, Greece, Costa Rica, and more alongside their peers. These non-school sponsored trips are definitely worth checking out.
I'm taking 10 people to the Galapagos Islands over spring break, and then I'm taking about 30 people to Italy and Greece this summer in the month of July. COVID is not affecting the itinerary in any way, but the company that I run the trips for does require travelers to be fully vaccinated, and sometimes the countries that we visit also require things like full vaccination and a booster. We're going to have snorkeling, we're doing some hiking, we're seeing a lot of wildlife, there are opportunities for people to use their Spanish and shop for local handicrafts. But when we go to Europe, it's a lot more traditional sightseeing. And when we go to the Greek islands, there's also some beach time.
Well, the 2020 trip was canceled because of COVID. We postponed it to 2021, and then even in 2021, borders were not open yet. And so eventually I just had to cancel it because I had 2 other trips in the works for 2021 and 2022. I go on these trips because it's an extension of what I teach in the classroom. I teach Honors Global Studies and AP Human Geography. And I'm constantly trying to get my kids to be curious about the world beyond Pleasanton. So this is just a good way to make that real and let them have experiences that they wouldn't be able to have in the 4 walls of my classroom.
To read more about these trips as well as past trips, please go to amadorvalleytoday.org.
This has been Parker Brown
And Sophia Skinner
with AVtv News.
Now we have another segment.
During the more than 24 months of the COVID-19 pandemic, differing variants from all parts of the world have emerged, and vaccines have been administered to billions of people around the globe.
I think vaccines are important for us to overcome the pandemic because it allows you to be safe passively, like without like wearing a mask or whatever. So you can just live your life knowing that you got the vaccine, that you're protecting yourself and others.
However, the DELTACRON variant, discovered in parts of Eastern Europe, is a recombinant strain of COVID-19, combining elements of both the Delta and Omicron variants. It is still relatively new, and scientists do not know whether or not this particular variant is more transmissible or more lethal than those that have previously emerged.
The DELTACRON and the surge in Europe, we're typically about a month behind where they are. So usually they give us a good indication of how things will turn out.
Also, with the DELTACRON variant looming, Pfizer's CEO, Albert Bourla, has recently announced that a fourth dose of the COVID-19 vaccine may be recommended as early as the end of this year. As such, COVID-19 is being compared to other diseases that have largely become endemic, a disease regularly found among the populace. For example, every year, students, parents, and teachers are recommended to receive a seasonal flu vaccine. Additionally, immunity against polio comes in 4 doses, each meant to be received at a differing age for complete protection.
Essentially, the booster has like the antibodies and it's put into your system. Usually it's put through your shoulder to go straight to your lymph nodes so that it can go through your bloodstream quicker.
This is Zanil Kaviji with AVtv News.
Dons, it's time for AV News Briefs. We have so many good stories up on Amador Valley today.
Here's Layla with today's AVT News Briefs.
Thanks guys, now it's time for AV News Briefs. This program brings you the most up-to-date local news and features that happen in our Amador community. Dons, have you ever wondered why some websites are blocked on the school Wi-Fi or Chromebooks? We took a look at the online management site known as Serculy to see what it does and what students can gain from it. To learn about Serculy, visit amadorvalleytoday.org. All Amador students except seniors should have completed their schedule requests for the 2022 to 2023 school year on Q Connection. But how does the process of creating a class schedule work? We went behind the scenes to see how students' schedules are made for the upcoming year and what happens with schedule change requests mid-year. To learn about this process, go to amadorvalleytoday.org. On top of scheduling, the preparations for the next school year are underway, and PUSD is finalizing enrollment for students in all K-12 grades. To understand the enrollment process and how submissions work, visit, you guessed it, amadorvalleytoday.org. Don't forget, Dons, Amador Valley Today is your place for all of the school and local news, with new content every day. And that's it for this week's News Briefs.
Now it's time for the photo of the week. You can submit yours to avtv@rockymail.com. Well, that's it for today. Make sure you hang around for today's birthdaygrams and check back in with us next Thursday for more news, announcements, and profiles.
Thanks for joining us. And remember, Dons, it's always a beautiful day here at Amador.
Yeah, it's a